AFS luncheon.
What we can do, genetically now.
1990. Yakalani's trio, spring trio, displaying for us.
Who says we want you? We want you.
Christian Bridal and his host brother, Mark Lipscomb, John Peoples, who will be going this summer to Italy. About 100 people. Including some visitors from Ignacio Valley High School who are interested in starting a chapter. And in Bill Monte generously provided the umbrella. We didn't know if it would be sunny or rainy today. Papa Son Catering providing the lunch. And Stephen Reed providing the gorgeous flowers.
I think they've met, like over at the cruises, or I mean, in passing, but not where they really.
Carol's beautiful yard. Carol's our hostess today. Mary Lee Burris, Scott Swain and Larry Siebel, counselors. Bob Ganji, counselor. Jen Fox, one of the host moms.
Fundraisers. So asked Susan Malin to come up and present a very special award in memory of a beloved member of our chapter, Susan's mother. The explanation about the Alice Malin Award is made in your program, so you might want to take a look.
The third time, and it's getting easier each time. First of all, I'd like Judy Tamajan to come up, because And one of them goes to Audrey Wong, and the other one goes to Sasha Price. And if they could join us up here.
Sasha kept saying she had to go back to school. At the program where we do still need 3-week hosts this summer during August for a number of students who will be coming on a language study program, and it's an excellent way to introduce yourself to the hosting experience.
Another kid too, and I don't know that right now I want to send mine away, although there are days. She assured me that I wouldn't have to do that.
He apologized for not being here. He is busy at work today. It's Carol Jensen's fault. When Carol was president of AFS, we had 3 kids in Stanley and Akalani's at the time, and I had said no to hosting. You know, somewhere in the middle you think, why the heck am I doing this? Remember, he was kind of a Crocodile Dundee character. The year at Akalani really did have an effect on him. And remember that whatever you hear in a letter, it was written probably 1 or 2 weeks before you got it. What weird experiences. I mean, we're very supportive of Akalani's AFS, but you know, family. And he said he's a man on in years. He's a well-established academician and postscript to what we're all about.
One thing that as the father of the AFS students, both going out and coming in, that I would like planning on spending somewhere between 6 months and a year in Central and South America. She has gone on to get a minor in Spanish and living through those ups and downs, the kitchen cabinet analogy or the kitchen remodel.
Now we are thrilled to have Hannes and Kevin.
Oh, you are. It's nice to see you. I will catch up.
Hi, my name is Donna Gimbel, and I will be going to Belgium for language study, which was the summer program. I was spending 2 weeks at university and 4 weeks with the family. I haven't heard from yet, so I'm still waiting. We'll hear soon.
My name is John Peoples. I'm going to Italy on a cultural study program, and I'll go on an archaeological dig for 2 weeks and stay with the family for 4 weeks. And my family lives in Bologna, which is in northern Italy, in Venice.
My name is Laura Bishop. I'm going language study in France, and I'll be going to school at a university in Besançon, which is right near Switzerland. I'm going.
I'm Heidi Lichinger, and I'm going to New Zealand for the summer outdoors program. And I will be staying on the North Island. And I've got my family, but I don't know where I'm, which city I'm going to. But I'm staying on a farm.
I started now going to Costa Rica for the stay for the summer, and also on the farm
I'm Christian. I would like to tell you a little bit about what you do. I was pretty excited before I came here in Indiana because the first time AFS told me where I was going to the United States was the day I was in the airport in Well, then I had the opportunity now to stay with 2 families over the year. The first 6 months was the Allens, with whom we did lot of things. I went to like the Russian River on a canoeing trip. The only problem was that there wasn't too much water in the Russian River, so it's pretty shallow. And with the Lipscomb Mark, I went to Los Angeles, to Southern California, to the Universal Film Studios. I always would like to get Mark up here. Mark, and sometimes.
We got in some fun brotherly fights, but of course they're all just some fun. He's taught me a lot about world affairs. We've had some really great arguments about what's going on in the world. He's a very proud Austrian. So, but it's a lot of fun. You get a really different perspective of the world than just the regular American.
Sorry, I probably wouldn't remember when I got up here anyways. Let's see. Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank the Foxes for letting me watch the TV for a whole year. And eating the cakes and roaming the kitchen and all that other stuff I've been doing. Then I have especially Kevin for driving me around all this time. And the Whites for taking me to Lake Tahoe the first week, after the first weekend. To take me to Lake Tahoe and having me. That's something I do. That's my story. What is this today? Oh God. I've been making a lot of speeches about my experience here. It's really strange doing it here again. I went to Stanley to make speeches for the whole school. The first thing everybody would ask me when I came into a class was, what's the drinking age in Denmark? Then we speak about that for about 45 minutes, and then I went into class. French girls start going, adios. Then I start French, man. It sounded so French to me. I was very excited about that. But unfortunately, I couldn't get anyone else to call me adios. Then I met a Russian girl who was trying to teach me the Russian alphabet. That was kind of experience too. So it was very weird, and I'm not sure she knew what she was doing half the time. She taught me to say da. That's about as much as I know in Russian today. I think it was about 14 hours straight. I got very sick.
are in beautiful downtown Temecula after going to Deer Park and finding that there was no auto show whatsoever. Temecula seems to have a number of antique stores. Emporia. And desert materials, which is where Vince and Pat are right now. Not to mention one of the real highlights of downtown Temecula, bears, tied into cars, along with deer that aren't entirely there.
Let's go. What happens in the old Temecula Hotel? Why can't I go to the bathroom there?
Big sign. You can't go in there.
Oh.
Private residence. All right. So we're ready to go?
We're taking off now from Temecula, but you can see plainly from the looks of the sky why there was no car show. Turn this way.
And it kept raining, and we had a little leak in the power steering. So I said we decided we'd go, as long as we were going to be a show, we'd just go ahead and change it. So we took all the power steering unit out and rebuilt it. And just
really?
just put it back on. Yeah, just put it
So
back
that was
on.
your day's activities instead of show.
Did you know that there was not going to be a show because it was raining at 4 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
You knew that.
Yeah. We knew it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, so we decided now's the time to. What I was going to do is, if it would have been nice weather, we would have just went ahead and took it and then brought it back, and then Monday changed it.
Which one's Ernie? Are you Ernie?
I'm Ernie.
He's Ernie.
That's Don. Yeah.
Model T.
Model A.
Model A.
Model A? Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like this thing right one. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, look inside.
Where's this strip you said wasn't here?
Oh, it's over here.
The sunrise is hard to find. We went up there, they said August.
Oh, in August? Oh,
No, that's their best guess.
it's going to bypass this one again, huh? We want to get this one. We were going to let it go for the show. Yes. Today I just put a spot on it. I had a little nick there. I said, well, we're going to go show on. Getting the spot this time is actually right. It looked under the part. I really appreciate it.
Oh.
Huh?
All new on it. How do you
New
do?
car.
It's better than new, really. Got a better engine and everything in it. Yeah, it's a 32 little car. We've got a lot of stuff, but sometimes the farmer don't do it exactly like we want, so we're taking, we have it stripped, and then, we're taking work. Yeah, because a lot of times, we just did a 1903 Cadillac here last year.
How long would it take to do a Model A?
On a total, if you did a total, it would take probably around 8 months. They're not real, they're not real far. There was still a Bel Air at that time.
Total frame off ground restoration. Wow. Is that what you're doing with these? So is the.
No,
assuming that's when Deer Park is. Is that the next time there's a show down here?
Well,
Or
I'm
is
just
there
telling
another?
Don, there's one in, it's a shitty show.
We might go up there.
There's one also in Lafayette, of course. The Concord Lafayette is the 10th or so of July.
I think this one deserves to be a couple shows.
You didn't bring your license plate, so we had to put the old ones on.
Yeah, I have to, yeah, I've still got those. I've still got the old ones. But, well, you did a good job.
That's great. That's great.
Yes. Debauchery and...
Big M!
It's like masking on the beers all the way for a while. I gotta give you a
When you crash the car, you have to warn up right here. Yep.
Tuesday and Thursday, and then Saturday and Monday. It's over 5 hours.
I need a cigarette. I'm trying to take a
I'm not sure. I don't I think it was probably from London to Milan was probably 15 or $15. Plus, that included your, let me tell you. That included your bed. Our bar bill, there were 8 of them.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. You're in candid camera.
Hello. Okay, so off
There it
to
is.
Mullah's, off to the church house.
Both. They were just
Some of us. Mullah's,
Bullets.
chart house.
You're coming down for a few hits.
Yeah, right. Chart house first, then Mullah's. Except I don't get to go to the
You got your...
Ernie did a good job.
He's got a few things. But that's not the real food. That's kind of a substitute.
You need an old license plate.
I've got one, but
Is Joanna here?
Now?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. God, wait, let me back up. It's gorgeous.
fine. Well, you repainted it, frame off, restoration, took all the parts off, polished it up. Got it back actually today, broken down here, and this is Stevie. So we opened it up and took the problem.
We're ready to start Gary Zacker's party across the street. Salute, put two, let's go!
So this must go to your mind.
There's John Hargrove and Bonnie Walsh, imported especially for the party. Jane, Pat, imports for the party from Northern California.
I saw this in, what was that movie by Tom Clancy?
Oh, did they come down for you? Yeah, they came down. No. I know. It's just doing it. Jim and Jane.
The hunt for the Red October, Marilyn. The hunt for the Red October.
Marilyn, how are you doing my feet?
Gretchen and Gail.
Here we go to the party now. We're crossing the street to go to Gary's. Party, this is the 4th of July weekend. It'd be wonderful.
Why are you taking a picture of her ass?
So here we are at Gary's house, 1028 Adela.
Does that thing have sound on it too?
You bet.
Does it really?
You bet.
All right. Hi, Mel.
I don't know. Where did she must have sprinted across?
There's Doug, the first of our group. Hi, Doug.
Hey. We're out here.
But still, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, that is
Ready to go.
I'm tired of hearing this already.
Where'd you get these?
That's right. What's that, a Christmas? Here, this is Todd Marsh.
So I get in at 4:40. Oh, is it
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this jacket. What sort of seat did you get, Randy?
What's your seat, man?
I got a window.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, aerobics.
Yeah. That's all you're bringing?
Yeah.
Good. That's good. That's good. I should know.
What gate is it?
I think Jeff was the one that really
All of a sudden he breaks down the whole day. I know.
Where's your bag?
All the Capaldi's are here.
I don't know why.
Getting grandparents.
How many? You were gone this
Hey,
got a pyramid here before you leave?
photo, yeah.
Give us a cheer. Before travel. You're saying, did you switch to sit? Yes. Yeah, we're fair.
Let's get the foreign currency in the background.
Where's Barry? Mark.
That's it. That drives him crazy.
All right.
It would be something if they missed the first leg.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Arriving at the car show. Sunday, July 29th.
too. We'll be here for a little while longer. Stick around.
Oh, there she is.
I'm showing off the car to Meg and George Decker. George is in the San Diego office. The judges are giving it the once-over. And there they go. Looking over the competition now. How could they ask for more? Well, it happened. It's a #1. First place in his class. Don's just a teensy bit happy. Just a little bit happy. Ernie's driving. His wife Lori is next to him, and Don Sanders is in the back seat. Lined up now to go into the winner's circle. Check this hot car. They're also first in their class. The Mickey Mouse family.
February 1949 through 1960. Third place, Rolls-Royce Silver Dawn truck swimmer. Second place, Fort Victoria, Grant Young. First place, 1958 Chevy owned by Dan Reeves. 58 Chevy Impala convertible. You can barely hear it run. Beautiful. A lot of work in that. A lot of work.
Huh?
Yeah. 60 style dress for her. Nice, we can all remember the 60s, can't we, folks?
Sorry. We're going to play some special AFS. What kind of trophy do you have for people's choice?
Get them without. Last from 13 until they're told that they have
People's Choice Award.
Show. 1930 Packard Roadster. Red Moss, best of show.
That's the one.
Best of show, Red Moss, 1930 Packard Roadster.
Look at that trophy.
You either work for 5 or 6 years, kid like that, or pay somebody an awful lot of money.
Really magnificent Coronado sunset. So we're at the Ritz-Carlton. It's the 50s party by the Monarch Bay Pool. We're just setting up. And the star of the decor is none other than the 58 Chevy. This place will be teeming in just a little bit. Sandcastles and all.
There you go. That's good, brother. Okay, that's fine with that.
It's Tyler! Paolo and John Domenico. SeaWorld, San Diego, the Dome and me. The sights, the sounds. Let's see.
Do you have a VCR?
We share this celebration.
cotton candy. Paula, you should say something. Say something.
This is good.
This is good, she says. Here we are at the beach in Coronado. Paula, wave. This is John Doe. John Doe went in the water. Paula took a nap. Here are the shores where we stayed last summer and the summer before last. Going along the beach here.
Okay, it's going.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you're off to Disneyland.
Duh. Di qualcosa. Di qualcosa.
No.
Left throwing the ball to the wall to get them down. Left throwing the ball to the wall to get them down. Three legs, three hips, stomach, chin, chest. Now stand up with the ball, go back, rest the leg with it. Stand up with the ball. That's right. Pull those toes up. Nice time. Nice time. Thank you. Glad you didn't go across the street today.
Why?
Proud.
I had carpet been there at 8. I tried. I was packed.
Yeah, 40.
40? 4? Oh, is that a record?
No, well, 3 o'clock. Close. Leg back, leg forward. Show me. Leg back, you guys got to shallow out a little bit. That's right, shallow out. Leg back, leg forward. Put his arms in the water. Yeah. Drive it. Got your rhythm. Leg back, leg forward. I'm going to walk forward with that leg. Upper torso first, steady. Drive those elbows back. Knees up, elbows. Nice high. No! I can't. It's hurting. Side up four. Up and over. Side up four. Let's go side. I'm ready to wear the orders. Horse dead. And I started with the orders on the horse. I still know I got a horse dead. I got a horse. I took a horse from the north corner. And I got a horse here. Up and out. I know you can do that. Up and out. Up and over. Over and up. 18, let's go. Let's go, 18. Switch lift. And then go all the way back down. Switch lift. Slide out 4, let's go. 4 chest, you call. Open up. Slide down 4. Do it all, let's go.
So here we are, Mission Beach, the plunge. The roller coaster's supposed to open today, we're hoping. Some guy doing some weird thing down there.
Thank you.
Let's go for the redhead freckles can do it too.
Pushing the Orbitron.
That's okay. That doesn't hurt.
John Domenico shoots towel in front of the barbecue. Enjoyed their visit with Mike, Jerry, the Japanese guy. And of course it's from this point exactly that the new trolley, Don's building, the Cosady's building, and right behind all this construction, our condo, are all visible. Paul and John Domenico at Horton Plaza.
No, è che non si sta male, anche è strano vederti con un caffè. We should have put the big hat on.
Yeah, it's very kindly about this boat ride. So, that's what we're doing. Perfect night. The dog just left the surfboard. Two dogs. Are they going to get up on the boat? Let's see. Dog about to. Right.
They say they're not good for you to wear, though. Not good for your
Drake and Matt.
Who wants to look?
Kyle and John Doe.
Who needs to look for that?
John. And Sue, who is probably in the car, because they're cleaning out all of these dirty cars. We're all about to take off for Great America.
Sure, flashy shorts, John.
God, I'm so far away. She won't even feel it.
Probably. Actually, you're probably about as long as coming around this way.
There might be less traffic because it's Sunday. 680.
There's some signs that
we
come.
can cross over on 237.
Yeah, there's some signs there.
Come down to, what we'll do, we'll just take 680 all the way down to Montague Expressway and come in.
I got lots of food for us.
Look right here. Do you want to see this? We're right here on 24. And we'll take 24 to 680.
John Doe and Paula taking off in Nat's car because they need gas.
Oh, okay. Where are we? Well, are we meeting you there, or are we meeting? Which gas station? Okay, we'll meet you there. Okay.
Everybody else milling.
We'll just try them all. Let's see. Mom, get this on film. Okay, no, we got you some real ones. Here, here's yours. Come on, girl, let's see you.
Yes.
Anna.
She's Stefania's sister.
And?
Yes.
She's a sister.
Oh, well, your sister was with us in Hawaii.
Stefania's sister, right.
4 years ago.
Tanto che sempre mi chiamo tutto su una cassetta che andiamo lì. Quindi avrei modo di badare. Faremo vedere anche agli altri.
So how's your Italian?
It's, you know, it's kind of gone, but it's
Comes
coming
back,
back
huh?
slowly.
Sai che no, dai, sta Don Domenico nella piscina, si avvicina al trampolino, sale, notare l'eleganza. Vuole che lo zoomi. Eccolo qui. Eccolo qui. Il cane.
A me.
Saluta Giando. Saluta. Stai registrando? Io. Sì, buttati.
Party for Paula on Saturday the 18th of August. Candy Caldwell and Kim Lyons, Kim who did her teeth and also was her first host when he first got here. Marianne Peoples, who's waiting for their son to come back from AFS summer in Italy. Robin Holt talking to Peter and Margaret and Petra on our youth way. Joanna, Kristen Lyons, Natalie Francis, and her mom Judy. Joan and Bill Podesta. Carl, who is Jana's brand new fiance as of a week ago.
We have 2 girls.
There are a bunch of us.
Very excited to see how stuff would be.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Out, damn spot.
Helen joined us. Joe.
Nice to see you, Carol.
Carol.
Yeah,
That's a great picture.
We do, but
Meryl, Swiney, Luke Peoples, and Dick Clark. And that's the party for the moment. Deliver that line again.
Thanks for all your help.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sue. Bye-bye. Off to heavy buying scene of the spree.
Then I'll pass it, okay? In the scriptures were as follows. We approached the harbor on the day 6. It was the Lombok, and it gives the loveliest view of the trip. We passed low green hills and enter a horseshoe bay embraced by a gentle tropicality. Lovely word. We passed low green hills and enter a horseshoe bay embraced by a gentle tropicality. Western Lombok, like Valley, is lush and moist.
We said lust or lush? We said lush.
Farmers harvest their rice fields with the same dramatic effect as their neighbors across the strait. Lombok, Manati Valley, shows some of Valley's religious and cultural eclecticism, notably in the surviving Hindu and animist rituals.
Oh, I hate that part.
Most of Lombok's
Animist?
2 million people, however, are Muslim. Close parentheses. The island is much less densely populated than the valley and it hasn't yet suffered the vulgarization vulgarization that excessive tourism has brought to a valley. If you'd like to read
We're about to head off now on the Rocky Road bus. This is the beginning of a grand adventure. And that's all we have to say.
That's right. So she's starting her
Kim and Carly and Dorothy. Bob. Definitely Bob. Sonny. Dale. You can talk.
Go inside. Should we start walking forward?
There you go. It's lovely.
Are you counting us all in?
Taking everybody's ankle.
Absolute premier product. We want you to have it. It must be an absolute secret. So it was called Project Lafayette. And since he was made to produce wine experimentally, trying to just determine where to grow the grapes, I asked him, why didn't you just come to Napa Valley? Everybody knows that works. He said, because I wanted to know. This is a logistical nightmare. The growers hate this. This is really our trademark, that we go to this extreme. It is obviously very expensive to do, so it's very important to work with heat. We use these dimpled sections on the tank to control that. We get a lot of alcohol, and we choose to keep that.
How do the dimpled sections control the heat?
There's coolant running between the dimpled section and the tank, ethyl glycol, so we can control the temperature that way. Also in fermentation, you get all the little byproducts that end up making wine taste like wine. This is something you might not understand. Fermentation.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Don't you stop it. I'm not turning around.
Sounds Supery Vineyards. After a nice visit to the Mum Vineyard, we're going to have lunch here at Sounds Supery. It's peaceful and quiet.
Oh, what a weekend.
To Maryland. Did I just
I've never, one of these days, up Tuesday, I'm going to show my You've always been interested in okay, well, what do you think? Yes, I'm such a I can't tell you one thing. But the thing is, oh, what are you doing? What do you mean? Load up my plate. We're Yeah, he's quite sweet. That's right. You can. Yeah, what it does is it's a big machine and it's strong and it has paddles that go through this really part and knock the leg free off the plant. But you know, like open layer, you can't because of the shape. If you're right, you're welcome. There's some nice bunch of grapes in here. If you felt like taking one and eating one, you're more than welcome to.
Yes, this farm marriages survive.
Right.
We don't die of overexposure.
Hello, Dee. Hello, Bob.
Oh.
Perfect.
How is the house inside, by the way?
Yeah, just going straggly.
But is it it isn't nice. No. I don't think it is, and look at it, but all the way
Do you know what that plant is up there?
Look at this.
Hey! Ed, act like yourself, Ed.
Yeah, act normal, Ed.
Act normal, Ed. Look at this. See, I told you.
Next film will be about
Now let's be gracious and more gentle with Pam than Tim was with me. Here's a super person, a wonderful person. We have good feelings toward her. Hi, Pam. How are you?
But look, if she's empty, she has no glass. Look, I've got herbs.
Yeah, herbs.
Glass.
All right, there you go.
Thank you. Okay, what do they
Chuck,
have here?
act yourself, Chuck, or you'll be suspect.
Yes, sir.
See?
Your wine's back there, darling.
It's the best.
You always look like you're pointing down.
Everyone, Jesus, can the camera, I don't think the camera can make that out. Can the camera make that out?
Well, pick it up if they can. Jeez. Oh, you're terrible.
Okay.
I do not own you. I don't know. We'll be progressive.
Comments are welcome, Ken. Comments are welcome.
Not on video.
You got it.
Oh, my mind. Some of the beard. Stomach protection. But he doesn't wear it.
Or not.
Leaf sacks on the pavement and slept in the middle of the sidewalk. And I guess when Brad returned, he came walking by, and like, people were walking by. We had a pretend not to do with it. Yeah. You guys have seen our sleep sack, but it's two sheets sewed together, and I think we had them like pulled up over our heads, so it looked like dead bodies. And I guess Brad saw the people like wondering if they should call.
That was one of the best sleeps I had.
Yeah, we got it.
I literally had to shake
sidewalk, and when the ferry was coming in, you just shake them off, just to get them up, you know, pigeons and.
Oh,
You got the
yeah.
breakfast,
So-
but they got the
Yeah.
sleep.
Exactly.
A little sidelight is, you know, we hear all these taxes we have to pay, and they said, okay, well, all you do is you pay the departure tax in Greece to get into Turkey. So we pay the departure tax in Greece, and as I said, Brad was the only one left with like $2, and we get into Turkey, and there's this huge sign in plain view that says, no need to pay a departure tax, you pay it in Greece already. And so we're all stoked, and we're out Saturday night. And so we get in there, and sure enough, the guy stops at the door and says, $20 entrance tax. So we all, I think
There's a sign right here to say that you didn't have to do it, you were still
yeah.
there.
So we argued for about half an hour, and we all went back and discussed the matter, and there was no way around it. It was one of the many scams we got scammed with. We had to go to the tax to get it.
Well, how did you pay? You just.
We had, one of us had to go out.
Oh, and cash it through your deed.
No, one of us had to go out to a bank. He let one of us leave, go out to a bank, and then bring all the money back and pay it.
Did you all separately have to pay $20?
It was about that much. Which is a ton of money for
Oh. Brad, what did you get for $2 for breakfast?
some old eggs.
The question is, what did you bring then?
He said,
It's all they come and watch the dinner. Okay. All right. Okay, I guess we're in India now, right?
yeah.
All right. First of all, before we went to India, we were pretty apprehensive about the food and accommodations and everything. And I had corresponding with a City Corp guy, and I guess he thought I was pretty nervous because he really set us up really well, and basically that saved the deal for us. When we arrived at about 2 in the morning or 12 at night, there was a guy waiting for us in the airport. About, I guess it was 12 at night, but it seemed like it was 80, 85 degrees.
Just walk out there, people sleeping everywhere.
People everywhere. I mean, India was a real, it's so different from anything we've seen in terms of so many people, so many really grim sights, also some really pretty things too, but India was quite an experience. Anyway, probably did, train stations. So we got set up in a hotel, and basically the next day met up with the Citibank guy, who basically explained he had mapped out a whole 9 days there, and this not only included what cities we were going to see, but train tickets, hotel accommodations, cars, drivers, and Citibank guys to go to every meal with us, tell us what to order, and we would pay for it. We were most pleased.
Incredible. It's probably the best food on the trip.
Yeah, great food, great food.
So we thought they were going to be so sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be the worst.
So we first, we were in Delhi for about 3 days, and Delhi is the capital, and we saw a lot of sights there in a couple days. They also had tour guides for us. Took us around, and then we went to, did we go to Agra? Jaipur first, and again saw a lot of sights there. We have some pretty good pictures actually from India. The ones of the Taj Mahal from the really especially. We went to Agra next, which is where the Taj Mahal is. And throughout our stay in India, there was a reservation controversy. It was just basically an affirmative equivalent to affirmative action. But they take their things a little more seriously there. They were protesting by immolating themselves, lighting themselves on fire. And the riots were getting pretty out of hand. 2 days in particular, we had to stay inside the hotel during the day because it was supposed to be too dangerous to go out.
You mean a lot of people did this?
A couple, like
a few each day.
Yeah, a few each day. We'd see pictures of them in there. Actually, we were
set themselves, like douse themselves with gasoline.
These were like, I think it was like, the new law was that 50% of the jobs, the government jobs were reserved for the absolute low class. So these were mainly the students and the semi-educated people who were protesting, which which you wouldn't think would be as,
And they were the ones that were burning themselves.
yeah, the students were, a couple of students lit themselves on fire with it.
What you call a heated debate.
Yeah.
So, both Delhi and Jaipur, we were told to stay in our hotel if we didn't want to.
If they weren't gonna do anything to you guys.
Oh, if we were driving by a car though, and they sort of sight.
Yeah, they would do this to anyone at random.
Yeah.
They would just throw bricks through bricks.
Just cause chaos.
This is the whole time you were there, the whole 9 days?
It was all.
Yeah, but there were 2 days. One day in Ogden, where one of the local leaders was coming in, and they thought it was going to be a real disaster. Turned out we never saw any action. I mean, we saw the wreckage the next day, but we were they kept us covered. Basically, though, we had a great time in India. We really weren't expecting to. We were expecting just to say that it was a great experience, but we really had a fun time. Getting great food. People were met some great people there. Saw a lot of great things, which was good too much. But
we got to eat with our hands.
yeah. Let's see.
Just the train station.
Oh yeah. The train stations were probably the most. And drive. Yeah. The train stations are basically home to those without a home.
Like Randy.
Yeah.
Like Randy was doing that all their life, and the begging scenes there were quite. I don't know, I lost the words here, but they were basically they'll employ like a 5-year-old and tie like her daughter, not her daughter, her sister, her brother, baby brother, to her back in some sheets and have her bed. Just whoever looks most random or most in need of money.
One of the weird things also about it is if you ignore them, they think you don't hear them. So they don't, that doesn't work. You can't just ignore them. They'll come and like pull at your arms and stuff like that. So it's pretty, you don't want to have to like just go look at them and go, get out of here. But sometimes you have to.
So just walking by like you do around here doesn't work?
No way.
We actually didn't walk in the streets much. We were in cars most of the time. The driving was the greatest. I mean, basically there are no rules, even though there are different sides of the streets. There are bikes, pedestrians, 3-wheel cabs on both bicycle cabs and motorized.
There's no right of way?
Cows in the middle.
Oh yeah, a lot of cows.
Yeah, a lot of cows. They're sacred. You touch a cow, you're going to burn in eternity forever. And they situate them right on the islands. Cars whizzing by 50 miles an hour. There's cows and everything. What's going on?
We were scared.
Cows are pets there.
Why? Because
Someone just leaves their cow there for the
You
day.
get in the car.
so they just kind of wander around.
Yeah. No, actually, they tie them to like a post or something, but they'll leave them in the island all day.
You see people walking like, and their cow is like their car. They put things on its back and
How does the car get around with all these people and cows and everything?
You get in a car and the guy steps on the gas.
So everyone has to
immediately
look out.
lands on the horn and he's swerving in and out, and if he hit a person, big deal. Take the risk.
cars go straight at each other until one gets chicken and just gets out of the way.
They do have street lights and no street lights?
I don't remember any.
Well, actually, I do remember
some,
some.
yeah.
Oh, that said stop and go? You think stop and goes? Wow.
Well, there were some, but it's
But
like.
there's no right of way. No one has pedestrians, no one has.
No, it's just getting from one spot to the other.
But now there is a right and left side of the road.
Barely.
Barely.
If you go over and use the other side, it's fine.
A couple times, yeah, people would be driving and would want to make like a left turn further up without having to go up and come back.
Yeah.
They just cross early, driving the wrong side of the road.
So they do that
So they could,
left
so they could go.
Oh my God.
That was, we were awake during this train. That was.
I was telling Jeff that one time when I was there, I was driving and had my elbow sticking out of the window of our car, just maybe 5 or 6 inches outside the window, and I was starting to doze off. And some of the people I were with were awake, and we were coming up on this other van two of our vans were getting close together, and right when we got ready to pass, the guy that was in back of me just grabbed me and pulled my arm in, because they were afraid that the buses were coming so close to each other when they were going by that even if my elbow was sticking out 6 inches out the window, it might get hit by another bus. So that kind of gives you an indication of how, I mean, it's literally like, there were a few times when I thought we were going to do head-ons, but somehow we got it, we just, at the very last minute, just went,
I only saw one accident.
You did see one?
One only guy on a moped and I really got him.
It is kind of amazing, you just saw one though.
No, there's.
Yeah, we were definitely scared the whole time, but they seem to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And you get into a train station too. You get off the train whether it's at 10 o'clock at night or 4 o'clock in the morning. And it seems like there's thousands of people all just either laying around or walking around. And everybody seems half dead. And I mean, it's just real sad. So,
That's the thing about it. It doesn't matter what time it is because they just come out in waves. It can be 3 o'clock in the morning and the same amount of people on the streets, same amount of people in the train stations and stuff.
Night and day.
also, we went on one sightseeing deal up to, I don't know where it was, but it was some fort or something. We were talking to these people and they were speaking of this 80-year-old guy, so he was a legend. Supposedly this guy, they said this guy would stand up on this huge building, and it was probably, how many drop? 100 feet?
Yeah, I think they said like 100 feet.
Probably 100 feet drop into this pool, which is probably about 10 feet deep. And they said every once in a while this guy would come out to make this dive. And the guy, to make things even more unbelievable, this guy was supposed to be blind. And so we're going.
Did you try that, man?
Actually, we're gonna have these guys too. We were gonna say, big deal, these guys will do it. And so, anyways, we're talking to these guys, and we're all going like, sure. And all of a sudden, this old codger's sitting up on a 100-foot deal up there,
Dancing along the wall.
and we have pictures, and this guy raised, he said, and they say he does it for money, and before we could even say, well, we don't want to pay the guy to try to kill himself. This guy spreads his arms out and does like a swan dive into this 100 feet off into this pool. And he gets out, and we all put our arms around him and take pictures of him and stuff.
That's the pictures that,
Yeah, it's a great picture.
I thought it was your bungee jumping.
And this guy was amazing. And I think he was.
How many times a day does he do that, do you think?
I think he does it when
Whoever gets money for it.
Yeah, tourists.
Yeah.
Need to get money.
You know, we forgot to tell them about our Jeep running trip in East London. Let's get we were on a Jeep in East London.
Well, shorten the story or what?
Yeah. We rented one day in Yugoslavia, we rented a Suzuki Samurai, and drove into another city from Dubrovnik called Mostar. And it was just fun because finally we were at the wheel of the car instead of always riding somewhere.
But did you guys ended up feeling like India was one of your favorite places then?
Yeah.
But only because you had a contact, right?
What's that?
Only because you had a contact. Would you
Yeah.
have felt the same way had you not?
I don't think so.
We were in a heck of a lot of time.
We met a lot of people on that trip that were going to India for like 2 or 3 months and for the jobs too.
Yeah, I remember before Randy went, he decided, when he did semesters, he said, okay, I'm not eating a thing, I'm just looking at everything, I'm not touching anything, I'm not eating anything. And he ended up too thinking that was one of the best places he could.
We ate everything.
And they ate everything and did fine. So that's surprising that I would think he would not like it too, and you guys all.
We had friends that had gone there, they were
Really?
the
They're probably
Duckies
staying
went there for like a month.
Few 5-star hotels that were.
Right.
Well, that couple that you met over that night, wasn't that the place where the husband got sick?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
We all had that, but it wasn't. I think it was just from Jane.
Just in India or different places?
In various places.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we stopped in Thailand. We took a train to Thailand, and which was one of my personal favorites. That's it. Well, we planned it to Thailand. Start off with the north. We flew into Bangkok. spent some time back there, but I'll come back to that. We went up to Chiang Mai, which is in the north, and basically just went on this trek the whole time. I think it was about a 3-4 day trek. And the highlights of that were we rode elephants to the jungle and took a bamboo raft down the rapids. And our guide, his name is Mo, was a complete crazy man. We probably smoked a lot of pot. I think we probably the guy up there. We had a lot of fun. Down in the south, we went to an island called Koh Samui where we hung out for about 5 days on the beach in these little beach huts for about $2 a night. And played a lot of ping pong. Yeah, those were great. Encountered a ton of mosquitoes and experienced some interesting nightlife. We went out to a couple discos, and I'd say probably 90%, 90 plus, 95% of the girls in the discos were prostitutes. And we didn't know, we had, naive, well not totally naive, but naive guys from Lafayette, California. We walked in there, started talking to these girls, and we invited a couple of them to go to another reggae pub. And when we got there, after about 5 minutes, we figured out they were prostitutes and wanted money for their time, which we told them we wouldn't do it, obviously. So we met some girls there, but didn't turn out to do much. What else did we do? We were in the Jeep. And went to another bar called Paradise Lounge where they had Thai boxing. And they, at one point in time, it was just like kickboxing. And we got to know the hostess pretty well. And after about the second time we went there, she came up to us and asked us if we wanted to box these little Thai guys. And we said, I think our response was, sure, we'll box them if you can't kick. Because these guys could really kick. They can lift their leg probably up to our forehead. We didn't do it, but another guy from Denmark did. He almost killed one of these little Thai guys. He was about our height, maybe a little taller, and probably about 10, 15 pounds.
He had no Thai guy. He'd been drinking for about an hour or two. So he was ready.
And the Thai kid was probably like what, maybe 5'5", maybe 120 pounds or something. He was small.
If this guy landed one of his kids, he probably would knock his head off.
This guy ended up getting in there and doing spitting kicks.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So then we, in between both of these, north and south, we spent a lot of our time in Bangkok, which is a great city. We had a massage, a 4-way massage in a private room, which was neat.
What's a 4-way massage?
I mean, all of us had simultaneously had a massage with.
We're gonna ask too many questions.
Is that 4-way or 4th way?
Well, let your imagination take off from there. And by the way, these girls didn't speak much English, so we had to use body language. We ate most of our meals at McDonald's. Ate a lot of rice. Meals were probably on average, lodging on average was about $3 a night. Meals were probably about $1.50, $2 a night for good meals. Visited Pat Pong Road, which is the famous kind of Sin Center, very frequent some bars there.
Well, wait, is that all we get on that subject? I mean, we want to compare notes on Pat Pong.
Well, we'll talk after. Probably one of our most interesting dinners of the trip. We had a dinner at a place called Hands On or Hands Off. I can't remember which one it was. Where these Thai girls fed us the whole dinner. Really?
Oh.
You mean spoon fed you?
Yeah. Sounds a lot better than
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty
Did you each have separate girls?
Yeah.
You didn't tell us about that.
Yeah. Dressed in negligee.
What? I missed that.
Dressed in negligee.
Oh, okay.
What? Was that in the pictures? What did you?
I don't think
No.
so. Well, Roger put a few pictures on
His
that.
pocket.
I took him from him.
Jimi Hendrix.
Saw some great Thai boxing. I believe it was genuine Thai boxing ones that had ringside seats. And with some of the pictures you guys saw, dark pictures. What else did we do? Oh, we bought, stocked up on, updated our wardrobe with fake polo shirts.
That's
the shirt. That type of shirt.
Well,
Those were $4 or $5 a piece. I got about 10 belts for $1 each or something.
Lifetime supply.
Belt kind of guy.
Yeah. One interesting thing, last thing is we ran into about 4 different people who told us to buy jewels there. You could buy jewels there for you could buy a good jeweler for $1,000 and sell it in Australia for $6,000 to $7,000. And it was really bizarre because these 4 or 5 different people told us the exact same story to do this. And we still to this day don't know exactly what their cut in the deal was, but we came pretty close to doing it. And anyways, when we got to Australia, one of the first headlines that we saw was Thai jewelry scam, and said exactly that. People will tell you to buy jewelry for $1,000 and go to and you get to Australia, and in fact it's worth about $10. And we came close to doing it, but we did buy a couple pieces of jewelry, but we went out with City Corp guys to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
To make do a legit place.
We were just glad anyway.
Figure out wings right now. You don't get anywhere unless you take some chances in this world.
From Thailand, we shot down to Malaysia, and our first stop there was Penang, which is right next to Thailand, it's right on the border, and it's basically just a resort destination type island. So that's what we did. We moved it up at some 5-star hotel. We were staying at some little dive in town for $10 a night, but we ended up finding this real nice hotel called the Mutiara Hotel, and it was just a deluxe place. And we went down and ended up water skiing there and using their pool. Spent, I guess, about 3 days there. The whole entire day is just enjoying ourselves. And one night when we missed the bus going back into town, so we were hitchhiking, and this guy named ended up picking us up, and his name was James Hay, and we ended up going out to dinner with him, and he took us to a fairly authentic Malaysian type spot where you go around to different booths and order the different deals, and then have all these different eats and all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. But nevertheless, we ended up getting into this real strange conversation about religion. He was trying to, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but he was trying to meld all these different types of religions into one. We'd all had a couple beers at that point, and the conversation just got pretty out there.
He was getting real personal.
Yeah, he was getting real personal, and we were just kind of, we enjoyed talking to him most of the night, but then he got sort of strange on us. And he was a nice guy, but it was just a weird evening.
Trying to get you to commit to things and stuff? Or?
He was predicting Armageddon in 20 years.
Trying to, you tell him, he'd ask you your birthday, and he'd tell you what's going to happen and all this stuff. So it was just sort of a bizarre deal.
He seemed like he was like the sportsman.
Recreation.
And he seemed like a really nice.
At the hotel?
Yeah, the hotel.
And after a couple of beers, this guy was put on a kitty robe on.
Yeah. You guys were okay at that point, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy like that once when he was totally hallucinating. Remember the guy you met in the hospital?
You were hallucinating?
No, you were sick. You had some kind of something, and you had a religious experience thing. Something similar.
But I guess we ended up playing hoops in Penang, and didn't really see a lot there, but we just enjoyed the resort type living. And from there we went down to the Kuala Lumpur, which I don't have any real strong impressions of my city.
No, not a lot. We met up with some friends of the Donkeys there. I don't really remember what we did, except we went to the national elections were being held. I guess maybe the day after we left, we went to a party where one of the candidates showed up. Went to McDonald's, found I don't know if any of you are familiar with White Castle, but it was a White Castle restaurant.
Hey, you were in heaven.
friends of the donkeys, the Chans, nice people. They basically just wine and dine us for it was great. We just ate and slept. They took us on a tour one day. Nothing serious, nothing. Well, they had us over to meals at the house.
Yeah. And from there, we were only in Singapore for a few days. Not a lot to tell about Singapore. You're probably a little bit familiar with sort of the very regimented sort of law and order themes that are present there, and things like they will fine you $100 on the spot for jaywalking. They will fine you $500 for smoking in the subway station. And I think one story that kind of sums up Singapore, or sort of what that culture is like, is one that my dad told me, in which they were having a problem. There's a great deal of wealth in the country, and they were having problems there with kidnapping, in which kidnappers would come and take loans and ask for money for their safe return. And so what the Prime Minister did in order to solve the problem, this kidnapping problem, was he rounded up all of the kidnappers and suspected kidnappers and killed them, and so there was no more kidnapping problem anymore.
Good approach.
If you're caught, I believe the rule is if you're caught with drugs, you're hung.
Yeah, instant sort of death penalty. Yeah.
When we got off the train station, I think there was a big sign saying, "You're carrying fireworks," or carrying fireworks is offense punishable by cane. Oh, yeah.
Also, if you don't flush the toilet, there's a $500 fine.
That's right.
Don't flush the toilet.
And
There's somebody parked out there to make sure.
Toilet police.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, you've been there.
Maybe I'll just talk about Indonesia because Brian wasn't with us.
Well, we should tell them about what city we stayed.
Oh yeah, we once again had a connection with City Corp, and very nice man by the name of Rana Talwar had a stay at his sort of penthouse apartment in town.
Overlooking all.
Yeah, overlooking all Singapore. It was, he actually had a bunch of books that he didn't want, and so we all ended up with a few books from his private collection, which was very nice. But other than that, we were only in Singapore for a few days because we had to get down to Indonesia, where we got into Jakarta, and Jakarta is just not a very nice city to be in. I didn't think. Really didn't. We were again only there for about 3 days, and about the only significant thing I can remember doing was going out to a golf course and hitting some golf balls at a driving range. And this was a place where they actually had little boys that would put the ball on the tee for you, not to hit each ball. And this we found out was a big scam, and they wanted to charge us $5 for renting a glove to hit the balls with, and they were trying to charge us exorbitant fees for renting the club and for getting a Coke, and then they wanted big tips, and well, we didn't really give them any tip, and they weren't real happy about that, so we got out of there real quickly. Jakarta, basically, I found it to be a real dirty city with a great deal of traffic. It's very hot, and there seemed to be a great deal of poverty. And so I guess, well, I left early because my parents were coming into Bali. And do you want to say anything about Yogyakarta?
Jeff and I flew down to Yogyakarta, which is sort of the more cultural spot of Indonesia. I guess there's a lot of different ruins, from a couple Buddhist ruins and then some Hindu temples. And we spent 2 days there, I think, just investigating those, looking at them, and they're nice.
They claim it to be the
eighth one in the world.
A place called Borobudur.
And they've just been renovated, so they're in great shape. And we ended up having this Indonesian guy that wanted to practice his English, show us around. We met him on the bus, and then he ended up showing us around the whole place. So that's kind of a neat deal. And then we flew to Bali, and met up with the Reese's there.
Yeah, and I don't know, we didn't really do a lot in Bali either. I think we spent a lot lot of time at a place called Kuta Beach where we, I think we probably did some of the best body surfing any of us had ever done with water that was probably 90 to 95 degrees and great waves. And yeah, it was just perfect. And we were staying in the hotel just right next to theirs, and eating a lot of good food. And I don't know if we did a lot else. We did go to a sort of little monkey colony that you paid a few dollars to get in, and you could just sort of walk around, and there were just a bunch of monkeys there walking around, and you could walk right up to them. And they actually, these monkeys sort of knew the score, and if you were standing there, they would just start actually tugging at your pocket because all the people came in with peanuts, and they could actually get a little bit violent. It wasn't entirely pleasant. But
some guy that parked his van, had about 6 monkeys on it, just ripping everything apart, dangling on the antenna and ripping out the rubber.
And looking into the mirror and not being able to figure out that it was a reflection, and so he'd look at the mirror and then he'd sort of look on the other side because he thought he was looking face to face with the other monkey. Yeah, it's sort of it's trying to look like a dog trying to catch its tail. But that's about it on Indonesia.
Bali is one of the places where a lot of Australians go for vacations. You found a lot of Australians were there then?
Yeah, we did, and I noticed that a lot of the shops specifically catered to Australians, and we did find out later when we were in Australia that indeed that a lot of people go there.
But you didn't think there was a whole lot to do there once you got there, or would you recommend it as a fun place to go, or is it just kind of a warm place?
I love it.
Yeah, it was a very nice place to visit, and the beaches were really nice. It just kind of depends what it is you're looking to do. You can take tours up into the mountains where there is much more culture, and there are temples. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not any huge famous sites from it, but it's just a totally different culture.
Well, it's the rice paddies and the temples and the scenery, basically. It's gorgeous.
A lot of Hindus. It's like 95% of the people are Hindus. And in Indonesia, most of the people are there's only like 5% of the people are Hindus. So it's just kind of reversed from what.
I'm talking Thailand. You're comparing Thailand.
No.
Bali is
Bali itself.
Yeah.
as opposed to the rest of Indonesia.
The rest of Indonesia, right?
Probably Buddhist.
Yeah, I think it's Buddhists and Muslims, yeah. But they're all, whenever you go anywhere, you see a bunch of people going to the temple or coming from the temple along the streets.